Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Jason. I'm a channeler and I'm coming on for a daily dose of hope, day 66. A daily dose of hope is just that. I was guided by my guides to come on and give a daily dose of hope because the energies on our planet are getting wackier and wackier. And yes, so what I'm going to talk about today is two things. Um, one of the things is there was this book that I was just looking at, and I'll have to hold on. Um, okay, so there was a book I was just looking at, and I want to talk about that book, and then I want to yeah. So I'm going to talk about Amun and aton, the two forces that are, I think, the forces of yin and yang on our planet. So I'm going to talk about those two things, and oh, hey, Michael. Oh, great. You got the link. Sorry about that. Good, good. Um, yeah, so I just want to talk about Aton and Amun. And what else did I want to say? I wanted to, um, just a, all good. Yeah. Sorry about that. um, and Patty was talking about. I was talking about staring into the sun, but I've had many days where in the sun I can't see the sun, and so today I was staring into the sun at sunset, and I was amazed at how long I could stare at the sun. I was staring at it for about good 5 minutes, and you know, I'm not blind. And I think my vision improved a bit. I think I don't have to kind of like wave things back and forth in front of my eyes. Not that I have to do that, but yeah. um, so yeah, so I wanted to talk about that. So yeah, so first thing I wanted to talk about is I can't find the book right now that I was looking for, but um, I guess I should just go into it. Um, yeah. Uh, so what it was yeah. All right, I won't look for it. um, but it's a book, and it was talking about. I think I've talked about it before about how we tend to kind of think that um, everything started with Christianity, right? It all started with Jesus, and before that, the world was in darkness. And I think, like, and so for me, when I hear that, I always think like, well, that just negates like all of the other traditions, and just to assume that he was the only one, kind of like I I guess, yeah, it kind of negates the whole story, that this is a whole story. This yin and yang story has started since the beginning. It wasn't that there was just darkness and then all of a sudden someone came in. And I think it was a gradual process of a story, an evolution. And and I think that plays out in and there's an amazing book that I can't find right now, that really goes into that in depth, and it's a very interesting book, and it's called I think I got it here. It's called The Secret Places of the Lion by George Hunt Williamson, and it's a very cool book. And but oh, hey, Laura. Hey. All right, we got Laura and Michael. All right. Woohoo. Yeah, so and the book goes into kind of the history of of yeah, of the light, and how, and it goes into this wonderful thing about never really researched much about it, but in Egypt there was Akhenaten, and Akhenaten had changed his name. I think it was from Amenhotep to Akhenaten. So he changed the religion at the time. At the time, the religion was the religion of Amun. Amun is the religion of Baal, that one, the one that when Moses was it yeah when Moses went up to the mountain and came back down and he saw his people and they were just like going nuts. That's who they were worshiping, and he was like, that's when he threw the tablets down and you people don't know what you're doing. So that's Amun. That was the Egyptian religion of the Hyksos people. Hyksos means the foreigners. They came in and took over the pharaohs and that whole time, and they represented the other side of the yin and the yang. And Amenhotep was trying to remediate or trying to fix the situation. So he created the Aton religion, Aton, at one religion, and that was the sun religion. Uh, and Amun was a religion. Um, Amen. Yes. So that's where that comes from. It's a religion of sin. It's a religion where you have to pay for your sin. You have to, you are born sinful, these kind of things, all these kind of ideas. Whereas aton is just one, at one. You are at one. Um, and so there are, and that's just one example in history. And that is also related to, so for example, was it Moses who was raised by the Pharaoh? And he was the one that led the Jews out of Egypt, and he basically kind of helped to well, he was a very, very important figure um, in the religion, in that religion. So it's an old story. It's like a Star Wars saga of these two sides and kind of dancing in and out and fighting. And so I always think that the idea that it just started kind of, yeah, there is a long history, and a gradual approaching to this kind of where we're at now, this kind of ascension period. But it was a gradual process. And there are, so for example, Yeshua, right? He studied under the great masters. He went to the top of the mountains. He studied the meditation. He studied how to walk on the water. He did all of this work. Um, and just to assume that, what about those teachers that taught him? You know, are they not amazing beings of light as well? So I think just that idea. And I think it's really important to keep a very kind of open mind about all of these things, and not to be too confined about, and again with names as well, because a lot of names are changed throughout history. And so if we're kind of too confined with one name, then we miss the whole story that we're working on, which is the story of love and the story of us discovering who we are. Um, so anyway, that was my thing that I wanted to say about that. It just was in my head today. And but this book, yeah, is called Secret Places of the Lion by George Hunt Williamson. It's a very, very interesting book. um, I recommend it if you are interested in those sorts of things. Oh, Michael, agreed. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That's good to hear. I was getting a little nervous over here. Maybe I've overstepped some boundaries. And maybe I have. Yeah. Um, so yeah. So I'm just gonna go into a channeling and just see what they have to say today. Today was a very, very beautiful second day, first day of, or third day of the Golden Week in Japan, and which is, I guess, the beginning of summer. And it was a beautiful day. And I was just staring at the sun. The people around me were like, "What's going on with this guy?" They're probably thinking, these Americans, they're crazy. They just stare at the sun in the middle of the city. Anyway, sorry, I'm digressing here. I'm just gonna go. I'll go into the channeling. Here we go. All right. So the question is, can they, about this dance of the dark and the light, this polarity? Can they explain in more depth? Can they add anything to that? And what is the message for today? So here we go. Greetings. We are that one that you know of as Yeshua. And there are many names that you can call us by: the Christ, Jesus, however you might want to call us. What we would like to come in today to talk about, yes, is this dance of the dark and the light. Uh, and our history, the history that is written about us, has been, uh, well, Hmm, how can we put this? The story is much bigger than the actual story, you might say. Um, so a lot of the stories that are written about me have been uh, made into sort of a Hollywood style. They are blockbusters, and whereas the original story, where there are hints of the truth within the within the stories, but some of the stories have been blown all out of proportion, and some of the stories that have been attributed to me did not happen. This is one thing that we would like to say about this. So it is very important when you read the stories about me to use your discernment. That is very, very important. Whenever you read, whenever you hear anything, always use your discernment. Is such an important aspect of this spiritual path that you are all on. This path towards ascension is always to listen to your heart, listen to your gut instinct. What is it telling you? Is it telling you that this is correct? Is it correct, telling you that it is incorrect? Even with what I am telling you at this moment, use your discernment. That is what it is there for. And these are times of great discernment, times for you to discern. You do not need anyone to tell you what is happening in your world. You know deep in your heart. So always listen to your heart because the truth is always there. You are the truth. Your heart is the truth. Understand that. Understand that the truth is always in you and the light is always in you, and you need just but look inside to see it. And this is the first thing we'd like to say about that. And yes, there has always been this dance of the dark and the light on your third dimension. That is what this dimension was built for. This dimension is a dimension for you to understand these polarities. And with this polarity, to have many, many different experiences in order for you to expand and to grow and to fulfill your destiny as the peacekeepers of the universe, to fulfill your destiny, which is coming soon onto your planet, your ability to start traveling outside of this planet into other different universes and different times as well, we might say, in order to, and bringing this knowledge that you are learning here into other realms and teaching them how to achieve peace in times where it seems uh, utterly impossible. And this is something that all of you are doing at all times here. You are achieving peace in things that would be seemingly impossible. You are making that peace. You have this ability to balance these two sides because you have been training for so long on this planet. You understand both sides so very well. So you are adept at understanding this, and you are adept at this concept of non-duality, understanding that you see both sides, but then you understand that there is only one side, and that is the side of love. That is all that truly exists. And but being able to go through all of these experiences, both dark and light, and then coming out understanding what they feel like, what they are, and then how to disengage the polarity, how to pull the polarity away so that you achieve peace, but you are still within that polarity. This is a very powerful thing that you are doing, a very, very powerful thing. And we would say that you are the chosen ones. You are the ones that are able to do this because you are royalty. You are royalty on this planet. You have been imbued with so much in your DNA. There are so many different alien races that have gifted you your DNA, and they have given you the ability to create such amazing things on this planet. And you will start to see them again as this time on your planet at the moment is a collapsing time, an end time, and you are reaching a new beginning. It's an end of a season, you might say, and the new season is about to begin. And within the new season, it will be easier for you to unlock these powers that you have, these powers of love and these powers of creation that come from love, and your ability to create with love and from love. And these are coming online more and more. And that is what we would like to say to all of you today, that yes, this dance is coming to an end in the way that you understand it at this moment. And the dance will change as the frequency changes, as the dimension changes, the dance changes. At the moment, you have been doing the dance of polarity, the dance of achieving a non-duality within a dualistic system. And you will be moving into the next steps, as most of you have reached this ability on your planet. So this is, yes, a long saga, a long story on your planet. A lot of you, what you are doing now is very, very advanced. And if you were able to do these things in the time that I was existing on your planet, you would also be seen as great luminaries that are able to achieve this non-duality, this lack of polarity within a very polarized system. So what we would say is that I planted many seeds, and there were many before me that planted these seeds, and these seeds now are coming to fruition in all of you ascending, in all of you creating this beautiful energy on your planet, all of you creating this non-dualistic area within this dualism. You are creating peace. You are creating, as this being said, pockets of peace within a dualistic system, which is a very, very difficult thing to do, and you are doing it effortlessly. So we're very, very proud of all of you and all of your work on this planet. We are that one that you know of as Yeshua. Hmm. All right. So yes. Woohoo! Beautiful message, Yeshua. Cheers. Thanks, Michael. Yeah. So Whew, whew. That's yeah. I always get a little nervous when he comes through in public channeling. So I don't want to start any. You know, a lot of people have a lot of what's the word? Um, a lot of how can you say it? Um, there are many people have very emotional charged ideas about certain religious figures, and yeah, I just hope yeah. So if I have offended anyone, I'm very sorry. Not my intention to. Um, but yeah, so that's my disclaimer. So anyway, anywho, so thank you guys for listening in. I hope you guys are having a great time wherever you are, enjoying this change of season. I imagine down, let's see, yeah. So some of you are entering the winter season, and some of you are entering the summer season. Yep, but hope you are enjoying your times and hope you are hopeful. And I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow. So, ciao.